13, 13, 13, 13 love, 13, 13 wisdom, 13 knowledge, and 13 respect, and 13 love to the Elohims and the ancestral elders that's around me and that's around you. If you true and eating fruits, 13, 13. Man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good today on the Sabbath. Um, but yeah, I want to speak about sort of like the foods, the foods, and that's where it's like eating less. So so when the magnetic force hit the planet, and that's what's rising every day and all day with every new moon and every full moon, as because the new moon is like the new energy on the planet, then it rises up to its high decimal, and that's the full moon. Then then it gradually, then it stay locked with the full moon. Then that's the waning. You supposed to wane, you supposed to break, break all of the unwanted things from your soul as you become anew again with the new vibration upgrade. So like every day the planet upgrades and changes. Changes DNA and change in a Schumann resonance in a vibration, because we always traveling, nothing still. Everything always expanding, especially anything that's natural and of the Most High. We always learning, and all of the children that's of the Most High, we have to learn every day. As the cousins say, and as the brethren say. So 13 love to Big on my mama. 13 love to all of the righteous elders that walk upon me. To grant the wisdom and the knowledge. As breadcrumbs, and as little so-called Scooby snacks, but like I ain't greedy. But but as far as like different codes in the DNA, codons that are like in my codons. For new information, because we are the book of life. You are the book of life. We are the book. But like most people, she chop off the 13. They don't want to be a 13. So they replace it. So they replace it as far as like the ladder, because they want to climb up the ladder, and therefore it turns into a hook, and you like a fish out the water, because we seafaring king. We seafaring guards. Guards. That's what's like some of us, not everybody. Everybody don't have that immortal bloodline. But the importance of of eating less, so the our missions, and so all of that magnetic force can be gifted to you via the Most High and everything that's natural, that's within nature, and by eating less. In osmosis, when the absorption of the body magnetically expand 10 times fold or within your body. So like your heart and your blood, it travels through your body 8 seconds. So like even less than that, it turns to hyperspeed around your body, and that's what's like you'll be talking, you'll be vibing fast, because like the earth is vibing fast. You won't supposed to be talking slow. Won't supposed to be talking slow. Won't supposed to be as lag like a pinto vehicle. We have to upgrade every day with new fuel and with new magnetic solar fuels. Most people want to have stay so stuck in the dense with the dense foods, and eating so much, when we are supposed to be light and becoming a light being, and eating fruits, fresh fruits and dried fruits with seeds, because that holds the life force and the continuum of life. If something don't have no seed, it grows its whole life without even knowing what it is. So like it's unsure about itself. So like it's saying a toxic or anti information to the being that interact with it, and in turn, and that's why all these people going crazy, because they eating foods that's not genetically match with their genetic and biomechanic and dio and dynamic. What's that? Dynamic. Anyway, being, because like we are great. We are great. If we know we are, and that's why we have to eat foods and superfoods that's closer to the sun, or that's closer to the head, that's close to the head of the body, of the head of the earth, and that is North America, or the head, the north, the top node, because the south is the ass, the shit, the biles, and that's up north in Russia, Chicago, them places, New York, but like the north is actually Texas, California, Florida, and I'll do down to the pound of my D. I mean, these are the solar foods that we need to be eating to genetically upgrade our DNA code. To our higher power, to our higher being. We have to eat superfoods and check out and research all of the superfoods and all of the foods that grows naturally and tropically. Dealing with the South American region, the South American and the Central region. Of the globe. It's the best foods over there. It's happy because like it's the pineal gland on the planet. The ancestral energy always over there, enlighten. Everybody else was like the soul, but like there's a whole lot of chaos over there as well. And what they doing? To dam up the planet, because like if you dam up the head, it sends shockwaves to the whole body. To the whole body. That's why you have to keep your dome covered, because if you keep this protected, your whole body will be protected, so you don't have to worry about like your chemtrails touch her, because like your kingdom is magnetically portion is centered and level. With your body, That's what like keeping it down for access. Away from excess clutter. So all information from the cosmos through the fontanelle, the opening the porpoise in the cradle on top of our head, it comes down. As right knowledge. And it's not cluttered with all this other BS and bullshit that's out here in this lower realm under Helios, which is hell. But the most highs and messengers and certain apostles come back to raise the dead, but a whole lot of people get hated, and the few get hated for it, because like we're gonna get prosecuted for his namesake, and that's why we have to eat a whole lot of foods from the sun. In order to raise our magnetic particles within our brain. So it can be buzzing. All our magnetic particles supposed to be operating on 800 megahertz or even higher, and that's why all these technologies it is meant to raise our magnetic particles in our brain frequency, in our brain wavelength. To a lower dense level. To keep us babbling amongst each other, to open our portal, open our vessel to different entities to attack us, to weaken our soul. And that's because like when we break God commandments, even when we know it, because all of the information I heard, because the age of information is all it's all out here to spread. To spread via the air, via the trees, via everything that's of natural, and that's for us like flesh and blood beings. Give information. It's books everywhere. Spreading knowledge and spreading information. So like if somebody sees something, they should know, and they should. That's what's like reason. With their knowledge, because if they haven't saw it before, and it's unnormal and it resonate with them, even though if you ain't used to it, if it resonate with your soul and if it resonate with your heart, dab more into it, and you will bring that life force into your soul to ignite your soul up. When it's right knowledge, but don't get confused out here. You should know what's good for bad. That's why you have to know what's good for bad, and meditate and sit your back on a tree and get alkaline, because the Most High Spirit would let you know naturally what's right from wrong. You don't have to read that from a book. Just go out in nature and see the ants, and see the good and bad and everything within nature, and you can learn right from wrong from there. And that's what the Most High we have to bear witness in the physical to expand our soul in certain elements that we take, and we supposed to be many life forces that give bigger energy to different beings in the cosmos, in the universe. And that's why majority going to get left behind, but only a chosen few going to raise their genetically codons up to the vibration of the earth, and that's by eating properly, electric, getting back into nationality, getting back into health, getting back into your soul, getting back into reading, getting back into like the natural thinking, cover them domes up, and grow your beard out. I cut mine off, but like I'm growing everything out now, because like it was growing uneven, but like everything is good, because like this the season of growth to spring back up like a pogo stick, I used to love those things, but like because like they want to destroy our hippocampus, our pituitary gland, our magnetic gland and our pineal gland. Pineal gland. They trying to destroy that, and to repair that and to counteract that. It's the right foods. I mean, that's grown in the right and the left hemisphere of the brain. Which is above. I mean, the solar plexus chakra. I mean, which is the Midwest of what they call United North America on down to Chile. Them the best foods on the planet to raise your DNA codons up. I mean, to be one with the planet, to be one, because like the sun is coming closer, and in the fruits and vegetables that grow in the temperature in a certain geometrical geometrical time or photons, particles from the sun. In electric, and as for it's like a stencil mode and greater mode, and that's what the foods that we're supposed to be eating, because we have to come back into the sun and the soul of righteousness. We have to go through the sun, and we have to eat foods from the sun, and that get the most sun, and that get the most electricity, and foods that grown wild from nature, because like we wild beings, we grow wild. All we need is water, foods, right photonic light, the true light, which is the wisdom. I mean, for the soul that ignites. That ignites every being via the breath of life. That's all. That's all we really need. And that's what's like the word, which is the word of God. That's His wisdom. That's why we have to learn every day. We have to learn knowledge every day to enhance our soul, to enhance our genetic material, to grow up. That's why like you have to be like the oracle, and you have to go back into like the seed, the big mama seeds, of creation. Everybody, like who don't like water? If you don't like water, and if you don't even drink three cups of water a day, I can't even I can't even hang around you. Unless you're on a juice fast or something. Unless you're on a juice fast, so that's what like a breatharian. But like if you, but because water is everything. Water is knowledge. Water is the wisdom. It's the water bearer, the aqua, and that's the only way. That's the only way that we can take these sun rays as well, being properly hydrated, and breathing the life force, bringing the life force, and being around the trees, and being one with nature. So like the nature will gift you as her own, and being grafted to the planet as that ticket or that pass. To them gates, and therefore you will be protected via the Most High, and via the Elohims that's above, that came below as spiritual gods, and we'll be protected when we come back into nature, and nature will graft you as your her own. 13 love.